Government has begun the reconstruction of the bridge that collapsed on the Wale-Wale-Nalerugu Road as a result of heavy rains in the northeast region. The bridge at Tinguri and Bani near Wale-Wale was washed off by heavy floods after a nearby dam broke. The collapse of the bridge rendered the road inaccessible, leaving hundreds of travelers and public workers stranded, thus affecting socio-economic activities in the region. Speaking to the media after a tour of the affected areas, Deputy Roads and Highways Minister said government has employed 2 contractors to construct a steel bridge as a stopgap measure to reduce the plight of commuters who ply the road. Correspondent Elias Otanko has more.
Wednesday, torrential rain caused a massive flood in the northeast region, which has been described as unprecedented by the National Disaster Management Organization in the region. According to the Disaster Management Organization in the region, a total of 62 communities in 4 districts were affected, with more than 10 major roads, hundreds of farm crops and houses destroyed. NADMO says health services have been suspended in some of the affected communities, and there is a risk of disease outbreak as sources of drinking water are polluted and sanitation facilities collapsed by floodwater. Although the torrential rain caused severe destruction across the region, the Wale-Wale-Nalerugu Road suffered the most devastation as a result of the collapse of the dam in the Tinguri and Bani communities. The collapse of the dam has cut off access to and from the regional capital and grounded vehicular movement as well as socio-economic activities. With no alternative route, desperate travelers and motorists are still risking their lives to reach their destinations.
I'm going to Nairobi. They brought us here with the motor from where we stopped to this place. They took 5 cities and a crossing to 5 cities. So that's things. I'm a student.
Okay.
So I went to, my mom was not feeling, and I'm also a candidate. We didn't need the government a lot. It's like every year that's what is happening. And I've been there for almost 3 years. I've been experiencing this all the time.
3, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let's pass it. Let's pass. Go the other side. We are actually coming from Nalerugu ambulance station as a result of the heavy downpour yesterday. A room fell on that patient. It's called Elijah at Nanson, that is the Ilu district. We were called to respond to that. Upon reaching there, they assessed the patient and realized that he was having a tumor. We immobilized it and brought the patient to BMC yesterday. But we couldn't proceed. This afternoon, we needed to transport the patient to Borga to meet a bone specialist. But because of the washout of the bridge, we can't cross. We had to arrange with our partner station, that is Wale-Wale ambulance station, to stand at the other side of the water. So we also brought the patient all the way from BMC. We alighted on the roof. On foot, we carried the patient and cross the water and deliver the patient to the Wale-Wale ambulance so that they can also proceed to Borga to meet the patient.
In response, officials from the Ministry of Roads and Highways arrived in the region to assess the state of the damaged roads caused by the heavy downpour. The team was led by the Deputy Minister Stephen Jalula in the company of the Chief Director and engineers of the ministry. After touring the affected roads, the Deputy Minister announced the start of work for the construction of a steel bridge to facilitate the movement of goods and people on the road as a temporary measure.
We came along with very formidable contractors, Maripoma, Enterprise Limited and Maus Construction Limited. These are local contractors but who have got a pedigree in construction. So we are here with them and work has even started. What we are going to do at this particular spot, typically, is for us to create a temporary bridge, still bridge that we call Bailey Bridge, downside of the road, so that vehicles and people can cross. Then the main road where the bridge was has been washed off. We have to put some boulders there to recover the road, and that will take time. reason why we are doing the temporary bridge. And the temporary bridge is going to take about 2 weeks to be constructed.
The minister said as part of the immediate measures, processes have begun to facilitate the construction of the Mimimak-Parugu-Nasia road to serve as an alternative route. The regional minister, Idana Zakari, announced that plans were in place to rehabilitate all dams found along the road.
So on the whole, I think that 2 things will be done. The road will be constructed, and then also the dam will also be reconstructed. We also want to consider the case at Langisi, where the dam nearly also burst its banks, the same as the dam in America.
Mr. Idana also expressed his sympathy to residents and travelers and called for calm and patience for the work to proceed.
We need to have patience, but if we rush over it, we may not produce the quality product that we want. So I know that our people are very supportive, and so they should continue to be patient. By the close of the month, they themselves would have seen the progress of work done so far.
A member of parliament for Nalirgu Gambaga, Alhaji Baba Seidu Isifu, thanked the government for the quick response but called for the National Disaster Management Organization to be supported with adequate resources to respond to the victims of the flood.
I want to use this medium to also say that not more must be resourced enough to take care of this situation. It is not a normal situation for them. They've never handled a situation like this before. So we should not say that they are already around and they can do it. They need more support. They need more logistics. They need the energy to be able to give some interventions so that people will have some amount of relief.
Yasu Tanko reporting from Parugu for Joy News.